I've now made 3 videos in a row, including this one discussing people massively overreacting to Spider-Man 2018 coming to PC. And what I think it's safe to say the video will be unfortunately looking at today is on a whole other level. People are now going as far as making bomb threats against Sony over their precious console exclusives coming to PC. I don't even know what to say in response to something as truly bewildering as this. Malcolm is a channel known for some of the most extreme fanboy takes imaginable, and previously has claimed Xbox were Nazis for buying Activision Blizzard, so you can picture he isn't the brightest individual on this planet. But this take of his tops them all. Whether you are trolling or being dead serious, you should never make goddamn bomb threats against multi-billion-dollar companies, or anyone for that matter. It is anything other than a great idea and could legitimately ruin this kid's life, because as I'm sure you're all fully aware, making bomb threats is not exactly legal anywhere. I mean, even in the first place, the idea of people being against exclusives for a company they fanboy for going to other platforms doesn't really make any sense to me, because it means their favorite company in existence will be making more money. Although I really should never expect intelligence out of people who are willing to make bomb threats over more people being able to play the same video games as them. But with all of that out of the way, I will let the video play so we can all suffer through this together.
I don't even know what to say. I'm at a loss for words at this point. Like, there's nothing I could say at this point. It's ridiculous at this point. It's getting too ridiculous. Know what I'm saying? I tried to stop the exclusives from coming up to PlayStation to PC, but it just won't stop. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Know what I'm saying? This is very disappointing.
I mean, what would we do without this true hero, trying to prevent more people from being able to play the exact same games as him, but in better quality? Without him, we would truly be in a dark age of gaming, and that's simply undeniable. Sometimes you really do have to question what the fuck is going on inside these people's heads. To think that even though they are actively buying Sony's products, that Sony would just magically turn around and go, hey, we won't port games to PC even though it's not affecting our console sales and is only bolstering our profits because a minuscule fraction of our customer base has a problem with it.
This is awful. I'm pretty sure this is the doom of PlayStation. This is when PlayStation officially dies, because at this point, what's the point? You know what I'm saying? There's no point anymore. It's just ridiculous, man.
You know, if there's something guaranteed to kill PlayStation in the near future, it sure as hell is not going to be their profits increasing. But like I've said in my videos on similar topics to this, it is absolutely hilarious to watch these people actively realize that they never actually wanted to own a PlayStation 5, but were in fact forced to do so in order to play a few games they wanted to own. And instead of just coming to terms with that simple fact, they'd rather gatekeep those games away from other people because they don't actually see any value in the hardware they bought. So they devolve into that little kid that wouldn't share his toys. What these people should actually be realizing is that exclusivity as a whole is never a good thing for gaming, and that they should be advocating for more games to leave PlayStation's exclusivity and come to PC at the very least.
Wow. Damn. You guys really need all the exclusives from us. Know what I'm saying? We're done giving you exclusives.
Are you sure about that?
I can't wait until this guy finds out that PlayStation is going to develop their own PC launcher, which means day and date games are absolutely and undeniably inevitable. There is no room to deny this simple fact anymore. Sony's porting of exclusive PS5 games to PC will only ramp up over time. The reason as to why we're not seeing date and date right now is not because Sony doesn't want to do it. It is because their studio simply cannot do it. Due to these developers only working on specific hardware, aka the PlayStation consoles, for years upon years, they don't know how to properly develop for a platform like PC, where there are thousands of possible combinations for hardware. That is the reason as to why Sony acquired Nixxes, so they could work with studios like Insomniac in order to bring more of their games to PC, and over time these studios will be more equipped to handle PC ports, so those PC ports will happen more frequently and we'll end up with day and date, which is probably at most like 2 years away. I mean, the Nvidia leak I showed a second ago already shows that Horizon Forbidden West has a PC port in development. The only reason why it wasn't a day and date release was because Forbidden West was too far in development for them to release it day and date. And that's probably the same scenario for Spider-Man 2 as well.
I don't even know what to do. I can't do anything, man. There's nothing I could do. I wish I could do something, but there's nothing I could do. This is ridiculous. I mean, what do you want me to do? Know what I'm saying? They're just going to keep throwing exclusives on PC. It's ridiculous. I've already said this a million times before. Know what I'm saying? There's nothing I can do. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to sit here and rant and do all that stuff because it's just, there's no point.
I'm gonna be real with you here. I want you to continue making these fucking videos, minus the bomb threats, because they're entertaining as fuck for my viewers. Mainly because I get to make videos on you. And right now, there is nothing else to cover in gaming other than this Spider-Man port. I do also have the love how he's talking about how it's completely pointless to rant about this stuff because it's going to continue to happen, despite there being around 4 minutes of the video left.
We have nothing. Know what I'm saying? We have scraps. We're salvaging at this point. We have nothing. It's ridiculous right now.
Look at little Goblin Jr. Gonna cry?
I can absolutely see this guy having to go out of his way to find scraps to game on. Because fucking hell, how is your computer missing its bloody exhaust fan? How is that thing running and functional? How is it not overheating? The PC is very clearly not water cooled in any way, shape or form, and even still you should probably have some form of an exhaust fan. I don't care how unknowledgeable you are about PC gaming and PC hardware. You should know you need an exhaust fan. PlayStation exclusives coming to PC is the least of your problems. You have a literal fucking fire hazard on your desk.
PC is just taking all our games, man. And it's just like, why? I'm saying that's what consoles are here for. Consoles are here for exclusives, you know what I'm saying? You can't have a console, you know what I'm saying, and not have the exclusives.
Why does this guy think they're suddenly being removed from PlayStation? They are still going to be on PlayStation. You can have a console exclusive and have it on PC. That's why they're now referred to as console exclusives rather than exclusives. The reason these games are coming to PC is because if you are a PC gamer and you do not already own a console, you are not going to go out your way to go spend another $500 on a system inferior to your PC in order to play like 3 games every couple of years. You're simply not going to do that. Unless you're die-hard into gaming. People who want a console have a console and those who want a PC have a PC. That is the general rule. And the only exception to this is really the Nintendo Switch. Since let's be real, nobody wants to play on a Nintendo Switch as a main console. It will always be the side hoe.
Without the exclusives, the console is useless. Simply put, there's no way going around that. Now I'm saying when you have a PlayStation and an Xbox, you either choose the PlayStation or Xbox simply for the games. There's nothing different between these consoles. I don't know how many times I have to say this.
For once, I'm going to entertain your stupid train of thought for a few seconds here. If exclusives are the quote-unquote only reason as to why people buy either an Xbox or a PlayStation 5, then how the fuck does a game coming to PC affect that? You still can't get Spider-Man on an Xbox without owning a PC and then streaming it to it. There is no world in which this negatively affects the value of your PlayStation 5.
And then when you throw all your games over to the more powerful console, that's when everything, falls apart. That's when it all is ruined.
Did this man just call PC a console? What timeline are we living in where people are this fucking stupid? I don't know why you need to be told this, Malcolm, but PC isn't a console, it's a PC. How anyone could possibly get the two confused is truly beyond me. I mean, Jesus Christ, he's already saying dumb shit like this and we haven't even gotten to the bomb threats yet.
Spider-Man coming to PC, it's just ridiculous at this point. There's nothing I could do. I wish I could help, guys. I know it seems like I'm giving up at this point, but it's just like, what can I do? And I'm saying, go in the comments below. Tell me what I could do to stop this, because there's really nothing I could do. Me and my little phone in my house, just this is not gonna help stop PlayStation. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing I can do. Yeah, man. Yeah, there's nothing, man. Unless I like plant a bomb at PlayStation headquarters, that's the only way this is gonna stop.
What? What the fuck?
How the fuck am I meant to respond to that? What the fuck is wrong with you? What the fuck goes through your brain to the point where you think it's perfectly okay, trolling or not, to make bomb threats against companies because they ported their games to another fucking platform, and one that you have visibly shown yourself to have access to? This quite literally does not affect you in any way, shape or form, although I wouldn't recommend you try and run anything on your PC, considering the fact it would likely blow up. The only real bomb threat around here right now is your own PC. And no, I will not stop bringing up how fucking awfully built his computer is. It takes skills to be that bad. You cannot just naturally be that bad at building a computer. And I'd love to know the thought process behind what he's saying here. Blowing up their headquarters is not going to stop them from making PC ports. In fact, it would probably just result in the complete opposite reaction from them.
If I could devise a plan to plant a bomb in PlayStation headquarters, know what I'm saying, and stop these ports coming to PC, maybe I would, but know what I'm saying, I just don't have that kind of expertise, know what I'm saying. I don't got bombs, bruh. So
if his goal was ultimately to end up on a watch list, he's doing a fine damn job at it. Normal people don't make bomb threats regardless of if they're trolling or not. It's just not something you do, because as nobody should need to be told, it's not exactly the most legal thing to do. If you really want Sony to stop porting games to PC, here's an idea: stop supporting their products, because they sure as hell aren't going to listen to some fucking kid sitting inside his house making bomb threats without a fucking exhaust fan in his PC. They aren't going to look at you, my friend, and then think you're even remotely smart enough to devise a plan to bomb their headquarters. You've already fucked up the most important part, not blatantly telling the world that you're going to commit a crime.
yeah, man, just a little short and sweet video. There's really nothing at this point. This is ridiculous, you know what I'm saying. This is embarrassing.
I'm glad we can finally agree on at least one thing. This video is god awful and will definitely embarrass you for the rest of your life. It's incredibly difficult to make a video with zero redeemable qualities, but somehow you have managed to do it.
PlayStation is gonna die. I'm giving it 5 years. They're dead. No more PS6. PS6 is not even coming out at this point. Because if you're gonna throw all your exclusives on PC, why would people buy your console? Know what I'm saying? Why would people buy it? There's no reason, zero reason.
If you somehow did manage to blow up PlayStation's headquarters, I have a feeling that would make it even more likely for there not to be a PlayStation 6. So as per usual with console fanboy logic, it's not exactly working out here. Not that any bomb threats against Sony would ever logically pan out. All I can think of throughout this entire video is just how sad and miserable your life has to be in order to value someone else not being able to play the same video games as you to such a degree you're willing to make bomb threats against the company you supposedly love so much. If you were really a fan of these games, you sure as hell would never threaten these companies with bomb threats. Every time I think Sony ponies can't top their last stupid act or stupid thing they did, they somehow fucking managed to do it with dumb shit like this. I don't know how anyone could possibly have hope for humanity when people like this exist. I know I sure as hell don't anymore, and I sure as hell don't have any energy left to continue this video since we are already at the end of his, which means we have finally come to the end of this video. So with all that being said, please do not forget to do all the things YouTubers love to beg you to do, aka check out my Discord server, follow me on Twitter, as well as like, comment and subscribe, so that I will see you all in the next video.